What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're just going to be talking about the jobs that I have worked and the jobs that I like the most, and the jobs that it's only been a couple jobs, but the least to the most I liked. And starting off with, I think, was McDonald's was my first job, and I started when I got it straight out of high school, or maybe a little bit before I ended high school. I think I was 16, 17. I can't really remember, but McDonald's was pretty simple. I think McDonald's may be one of the easiest ones. I started off doing a cook. I started off being a cook in McDonald's, and I kind of like the way they cook their patties and stuff like that. It's kind of simple. It's just the stove. You put them on there. It flattens it by itself, and it just cooks by itself. And I think you just scrape it up and just make sure that everything is cooked and well done. I think after a year or two, maybe after being there, I was a crew trainer, and I knew every position. I did cook, I did bagging stuff up, I did making the food, I prepared food, I did a lot of stuff. After a while there, I was a crew trainer, so just making sure everybody was ready and learning their own positions, so that way when we got hit or we needed help, everybody knew their positions already. But McDonald's, I liked it, but would I say it's my best and favorite? Let me see what rating. Let's just do ratings. Rating. I think McDonald's, I'm going to give. Let's do a 7.5 out of 10. I think McDonald's is. It was pretty simple. I think after a while, though, if you've been working there for a while and you start to, as you get older, I think I was 17 maybe when I started there, and I left when I was 20. And I think after a while, it you you can see a lot of like high school kids getting hired, and working with high school kids, even though I'm young myself, I say high school kids, but working with high school kids, it is kind of difficult, and especially teaching them when they want to like play around and do all that other stuff, and you're just trying to get your money. But yeah, 7.10 for that one. 7.5 out of 10. Next, let's do. I did work at Walmart. I didn't put it in the title because it was kind of mainly fast food where I've worked at. Walmart, simple. I think Walmart. I I worked there. I was stocking and just putting stuff back in the aisle where it belonged. So Walmart was pretty simple. I didn't really work there too long, so I don't really want to get into that one. If I was to give it a rating, maybe maybe a 7 out of 10. And then the next job I worked was not Cane's, Chick-fil-A. And Chick-fil-A to me was probably the best job I worked. To be honest, not even gonna lie, Chick-fil-A was probably the best. And it was just so simple. It was simple stuff. You cook the food, somebody grabs it, takes it to the table, they prepare the food, and Chick-fil-A is only a couple stuff in the menu. It seems like a lot, but if you're working in Chick-fil-A in the kitchen, it's only a couple stuff in the menu. It's not really a lot of stuff. Maybe the sandwiches are a lot different. Like it looks like it's a lot because the sandwiches different options. Yeah, there's a lot of different options, but it's really the same thing. It's just throwing lettuce, cheese, different type of cheese, and they don't even put sauce, so it makes it a lot better because a lot of people are allergic to different stuff today and days. But Chick-fil-A was pretty simple. I worked there for maybe almost 2 years. I liked it. I think to me it was the best. It's pretty organized. Everybody gets along after a while. Maybe everybody. There's gonna be a couple employees that they just don't get along. They're gonna talk about each other. They're gonna talk about the restaurant, whatever. But I think Chick-fil-A was probably the easiest. I'm not gonna lie. I like Chick-fil-A the most out of all of them. If I was to give Chick-fil-A a rating, 9.5 out of 10, to be honest. And yeah, I kind of like Chick-fil-A the most. And for the last one, it's Cane's. I am currently working at Cane's. Do I like it? No. Cane's, it's it's not that it's hard, but it's just not organized, and I feel like it's everywhere. I feel like they have so much stuff, so much call outs. They're not as organized as Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is just straight a couple simple words that you have to say to each other to communicate, and it's just a lot more simpler in the kitchen. And Cane's, I don't know if they watch this video and I get let go. Oh well, what can we do? But Chick-fil-A, 9.5 out of 10, and Cane's, I really don't have much to say about Cane's. I don't like it. It's not too bad, and the kitchen's just a lot. The kitchen's just everywhere. They have everything everywhere, and people just crossing, bumping into each other. It's just Cane's. If I was to give Cane's a rating, uh, maybe a little bit lower than McDonald's, because I feel McDonald's it's a little better than Cane's. So let's do 6.5 out of 10 for Cane's. But that's just my opinion. Maybe other people like Cane's or working at Cane's. So if you're watching this video, don't get offended. Cane's, it's not hard, but you know, it's just not better than Chick-fil-A and McDonald's, how they run the kitchen. And it's just a lot more simpler. I'm over here ruining my words. The pay, if I'm gonna discuss the pay, I'll get into the pay. The pay at McDonald's, let's be honest, McDonald's really isn't gonna pay you much. Even as a manager, I think McDonald's only pays you up to $15. And I started at $9.50 when I started at McDonald's, and I worked my way up to $11. And it worked at the time. Maybe if I knew how to save money, I would have a lot more money saved up. But McDonald's, yeah, the pay it's pretty bad. But if you're coming straight out of high school, can you really complain? All right, next one, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A was the best pay for me. I think Chick-fil-A, I started off at 15, and just in 1 year there, I worked my way up to $17.50 there. And man, it's crazy to think that they would even pay close to $18 or $20. But yeah, I worked my way up to $17.50. I did the kitchen. I stocked up the whole restaurant before everybody even got to the kitchen. It was pretty simple. And Cane's, $15.75. It's a good pay, but job just isn't for me. Maybe it's for you. Maybe you like working there, but yeah, that's just my opinions, and just wanted to make this little video for you guys. And I hope you guys are liking the video. Subscribe, comment, suggest these videos to your friends. I have a lot of shorts. If you guys want to check out my shorts, I've been getting a lot of views. And yeah, just subscribe, suggest to your friend. I'll see you guys in the next one.